here. So no one decide. We need someone to follow, because if
Right.
we get one tell you go to the left and one tell you to the right, and us, where should I go, left or right? And then if I go left, the other one gonna get, oh, why didn't you go right, and so forth. So that's the problem. When there's only one person who is managing all those thoughts, all those ideas, and making a decision made on that, everybody gonna follow. But if there is two, one, sometimes you guys are both in the same corner, but sometimes everyone's saying his own vision and everyone has different thoughts. So that's where people get lost. So anyways.
Okay, great.
Anyways, so
great thoughts.
it's fine.
Great thoughts. So listen, that's what he said. So Munsiv is good. That's exactly what he's going to do now. He's just going to follow.
I'm not gonna care anymore, so that's fine.
Oh, well, you guys heard him.
Yeah.
Logan, you heard him. He's not going to care now.
You want 20 units? I'm gonna send you 20 units.
Logan said he already doesn't care.
Yeah.
Nah, man. By the way, you guys liking the pace? I mean, these are just, again, 20, 25, 28-minute games. Like, they're pretty damn fast. So really good. So
I have to go. So you guys gonna enjoy.
All right, man.
All right.
Take care. Logan, stop watching the recording and get in. Hey, Logan.
I'm coming.
He's like, fast forward quickly. Let me see what's going on. What the hell is going? What do these guys do?
I mean, I watched it twice. I wanted to see how many resources at the end he had. Unfortunately, he's not going to hear this, but what's interesting is, I mean, we have objectives in the game, right? Like, you know that pikemen are going to kill cavalry. Cavalry can take out skirmishers. Skirmishers can take out pikemen, and you add in the gold units and all that stuff. And it's like there's objectives within the game. And so when you see skirmishers just running around or villagers walking around, and you have cavalry, make them useful. And you mentioned this a lot, where it's like you don't want a standing army. And if you're like basically facing an army of pikes and you have cavalry and there's nothing you can do, yes, we already talked about the communication, but then why can't I find the game? But then the other thing, though, is like make them useful in terms of like, why are these castles going up? Like, why are these villagers walking like just freely? I mean, it's like there's so many things you can do, and it's just kind of basically like when you mentioned how why do we have to? So then that brings it to the whole like Shoaib Logan the general thing or whatever. It was like, why do we have to? Thanks, Simon. Why do we have to communicate what he needs to do at that second? Like in terms of like send cavalry on this, send them there. Like it should be instinctively, I feel like. But I mean, if it's not, then I don't know. Like that's kind of how I'm feeling in certain situations. Like if you have a lot of resources and they're not being put to use in that way. And the other thing too is I believe Turks are pretty good bombard towers, and so it's like.
Well, I called that on the beginning, but I think he said he couldn't get to the stone for some reason, right?
Well, so he went heavy eco and had 3, 4, 5 town centers. So that's freaking 500 stone right there. So at least he could put 2, but
yeah, 3, 4, 5
like,
town centers.
He went crazy. I mean, at least 3. I mean, could be lying on the other. No, he made one way left. But the point I'm trying to make is that there's things you can try to like. I shouldn't say force, but I mean, do something to your.
I mean, yeah, I guess to your point, he could have been a bit more more proactive about,
or just instinctively. And I get this. Like if he does and it doesn't work, or if it's do or you die. Oh, shit, what's the saying?
And
whatever,
I guess that's the other thing is the player in the back. I guess Horm, I guess maybe you can comment on that because I played the first 2 games being in the back, right?
Okay.
I think the player in the back has an interesting role too, right? It's not like they can just take relax in the back, right? Because they're probably going to be.
And that's what he did. That's
the least susceptible to maybe getting attacked or rushed, right? But like when I was playing the back, I had to kind of keep an eye out on all fronts to figure out where to expand and where to.
Understandable, but actually it just.
I really think it was the Turks. Sorry to interrupt. I think it was the Turks kind of threw him off.
Yeah,
maybe
threw him off too.
Because he made 8 sables. That's all he made. I mean, like, no wonder he's not going to build up front. Like, spend all this wood in the back for stables.
Can't blame the guy. He needs to get some games under the belt, like everybody, with Turks and whatnot. So it's I mean, It's not a big deal. I mean, people are gonna have like issues, and remember, I said part of this game was to make sure that those issues get exposed, and while we still have faster games. So I think we're kind of going through the motions, and that's
Mhm.
okay. I mean, that's gonna happen. Him, I think, having to go Turks and then tunneling and then having to like use horses. I mean, it was all like it was a bit much for him,
Well,
to be
that, and
honest.
I guess the last comment I'd make, Logan, I try to be, I guess, as objective as I can, right? Because I guess, like, towards the end of the game, of course, Logan got frustrated, right, at him, and obviously was telling, kind of like saying stuff to him, like, hey, like, basically, like don't sit on your ass and and actually like do work, right? Like like you're doing nothing. So I guess
Well,
my
so because
comment, no, yeah, my comment there is
sorry.
that, I mean, because I have to kind of hold myself back sometimes. To my comment there is that, in the interest of the fact that we play every weekend, we want to try to make sure that we don't make comments, especially in game, that are gonna like create like a negative kind of like bias, right, against each other. You know what I mean? So, like, obviously, you're the strongest in the group that we had, right, in terms of experience and skill. So obviously, you want your team to, confidently follow you and stuff. But if you start making comments like that here and there, over time, is gonna build, that negative bias inherently. Is just gonna like, not help with the synergy of the team in the long run, right? I think after the game, everything is fair to talk about, right? Especially if it's, actionable, that's fine. But that's just my 2 cents, I guess, on that part.
No, I agree. I agree. Well, the thing, partly why that kind of came out was the thing when you and Moonsif did that whole Eagle Warrior rush. It's
Mhm.
like it's amazing, or not rush, but whatever you guys did, like kind of you went around, and it's like, where's that? Like, why sometimes it's fiery, sometimes, and then all of a sudden they're dull. Like, why is it variable? Like, you guys should all almost this whole today. By the way, I've totally like pretty much my eco has been complete shit. Partly because I'm just trying to like incite fire, I suppose, in on all of our whole team, because there's just like times where we just sit on our asses, and that's kind of what happened. Like we need to engage and look at that first game. Both Saman and Fassel just ran us over. Like we kind of were just twiddling our thumbs and just let them walk all over us. And it's kind of that's kind of where it's coming from. Basically, we need to be fiery every game. Like we need to get going. Like yes, I agree. You want to eco. Munsif has a great eco right now. Like he's that's probably most improved player on eco in the last year or whatever. But and then you got Sharky with the comms. I mean, it's amazing. And so the thing is, it's just like why all of a sudden we have games where we're like really fiery, and then all of a sudden games where we just kind of like let's not play that hard. Why, let's just kind of sit back and yeah, it's a new map, but at the same time though, it's like this map is not really different than yeah, it's a little smaller, but still kind of we have to make pikemen, spearmen, or pikemen, skirmishers, and hussars or whatever. So it's like nothing's really changed there. It's not like we all of a sudden get a whole like fourth element with another unit. So, but that's where it's coming from, and
I
I
think
mean,
I think it's domain knowledge. I think it's getting stuck with the Turks, or shitty Civ. That can really cause havoc, dude.
yeah.
It's okay. I mean, I mean, the whole point of this game type is to get to some of the issues that we're experiencing faster, right? Like you don't have to wait 2 hours to get to it. You can get to it pretty darn quick, and just kind of say, okay, maybe this is what we needed to do. This is what we did good. This is what we need to improve on, and let's move on to the next one. Like literally, that's what it is. Because honestly, playing once a week, I mean, that's the whole point. We need to get like a few more games under our belt. So I'm hoping that these games, as we get the blitz through some of the games, we'll do that. Now, listen, like I said, there's things you've learned. There's a macro game and a micro game. So you guys were able to do certain things in one game, and now the equations changed a bit. And now you're like, okay, how do I? And now it's coming to that end game scenario, right? You have to attack in one area. You got to defend in another area. How do you do it? Because if you can't figure that out, you'll have a hard time in the other game types on how to take someone out. You see what I mean? Well, because you'll hit one side and your whole other side goes out. So figuring that equilibrium and that balance is very key. Is all I'm saying. It's very key. And of course, remember, uh, people who are rushers, If you stop their rush, it's GG. Like unless they're really good with their eco or their teammates can help them, it's really difficult to kind of come back from like losing all those units. So just keep that in mind, like don't have to go so predictable and go balls to the wall and be like, oh, we're going to attack this guy. Because chances are you've got other people who are scouting you and they're seeing where the hell your units are going. Which means that if you send units in one area, your area could be susceptible. So, just kind of think like that a little bit. That's all. No big deal. So, yeah, so Sharky's on our side and Fassel's on the other side. At least to just, you guys should do the same configuration. If you don't want to do the same configuration, I'm probably okay with that too. Like, I don't really mind. It doesn't matter. We'll try this quick game to see how it plays out. What? Shark, you here?
Yeah, he's in team 1.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's like he didn't say anything. He's typing. I'm like, all right. All right, guys. Switch and let's go.
Switch.
You don't have to go that many horses. Maybe 2. Don't lose them. And then work your ego and build those initial units. Sharky, and you should be all right. And like everything else, don't always look in the front of your area. Make sure you're actively looking in that area so that so that you don't let somebody just like take it over. And remember, like I said, for you to be most effective, you need that eco going. Crank that eco. Crank it up.
Okay, so they have no one in the back. Shuib is in front of you, Sharky. Logan's in front of me.
Yeah, the whole brush scenario is whack. Keep in mind that this is what I was trying to.
So Sharky, you just need to make sure that you're actively looking in front of your area, making sure that you have got like your infantry skirmisher business going on. Try your best to take over like your stone, and more importantly, you need to remember that 2 town center, the building that second TC and just kind of cranking those villagers out and building that eco. Just keep working that context as best as you can. And then what'll happen is that at some point, right, you're going to have to help Salman with units. Like he's going to need help, and he's going to and he'll tell you where he needs you, and you know
I mean, to be completely fair, too, if you get an advantage, I might actually come to you.
Yeah,
We'll see how the game goes.
right. Just be
But
in a position
yeah,
where you can assist because you
yeah.
have a great eco. You know what I mean? You there, buddy?
Say again.
Which part? Oh my god, which part? Are you killing me? Were you watching a video?
Yes. Well,
Yo, this is what this guy's doing most of the time. Now I know why this man doesn't talk. He's watching a movie on the other side. You got two screens and you're watching a video on the other screen. Is that what's going on, Logan? I mean, Sharky? Or are you like listening to music or watching a music video?
no, I don't have music. Just had some pop up come up.
Oh, okay. You got to get that. You got to get your eco going, and you got to get the, and you got to try to see if you can get like advantage in front of you. Like really, that's all you got to do. If you're able to do that and not like waste too many, have those scout or two out there, look around, make sure that just keep it, patrol that area in front of you, and make sure that they don't necessarily just get an advantage. And if they are trying, like you can call it out, like, hey, they're trying to get this area, and then someone will kind of help you with that, or he'll tell you what needs to happen. But your job really is build your eco, you know, be in a position to build an army, have some units ready, but build an army so that you can help someone. Like he'll tell you, he'll help you, but just make sure that you're in that position, that you're able to do it. And of course, just remember, don't forget about Jefatoria.
Yeah, then have active communication. That just helps both me and you out, knowing what's going on.
So the more you can talk, man, the better. Like about how your economy is going, what units you can help with, you know, because it may be that you need, with at least two TCs and eventually three TCs you'll need. But getting that wood, building not just one barracks, but eventually you'll have three or four, maybe two archery ranges or whatnot. Like you need to make sure that you have enough that you can build with, and use a few more villagers when you're building them. Maybe like 3 villagers or something. Sharky, say something.
Yep, something.
I know you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. By the way,
I did too.
I knew you were going to say it.
Uh,
I just know, like ESP. I knew he was going to say something like that. It's all good, brother.
Sounds like we'll have to have numbers to go along that side. So what do you think about it? So what's going to happen, guys, is So this is my calculation.
Hey, they discuss some full-on tactics and strategy over there.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of curious, Sharky. When did Logan notice the castle?
I had to point it out.
Damn. Damn.
Alright, let's do this. Ow. Mongols. And okay, Sharky, no camels. I'm sorry, but after game 1, no.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Захир тиймээ. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Амар минь дүү. Барилгачин. Захир. Барилгачин.
You're gonna see janitors, horses, some dude.
Oh yeah, what were their civs? Oh, Magyars, Slavs, and Berbers.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Барилгачин. Амар минь дүү. Барилгачин. Тийм үү?
I'm building my scouts right now.
Барилгачин.
You understand it now?
Scout is out and away. Second scout is out.
Амар минь дүү. Барилгачин.
Scout cute.
Байна. Барилгачин.
Scout's white. We have presents from Shoaib there.
Захир. Бэлэн байна. Зүйтэй. За. Би болгоё.
What kind of presents?
Target of opportunity. Just a house wall and hit straight to his Vetteria. Need a
I mean, same here. Just he has helps there, so I mean, it's still too early to say target of opportunity. But I see where you're coming from. If you can flank around, yeah.
Захир. За. Барилгачин. Амар минь дүү.
Тийм үү. Урагшаа гүйцэтгэе. Бэлэн хэдлээ гүйцэтгэе. Айлдаан.
Бэлэн байна. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Building my second TC back here, by the way, Sharky.
okay back there. I'll send a TC around here.
Okay, cool. I should be able to protect that for you.
Тим үү.
Амар миндүү. Барилгачин.
Бэлэн шалаа гүйцэтгэе.
Logan has a more of a wood-focused economy right now.
Hmm.
Барилгачин.
Захир барилгачин бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
Шаар сайлдаан. Тий.
Logan coming in here.
Амар мэндүү барилгачин.
Захир. Барилгачин.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Амар миндүү. Барилгачин.
Yeah, he's got lots of just halbs there.
Тийм үү. Мэдлээ гүйцэтгэе.
Захир бэлэн байна.
Building an archer range.
Бэлэн тий гүйцэтгэе. Тийм үү. Мэдлээ гүйцэтгэе. Райден даш. Шаар сонс. Бэлэн гүйцэтгэе. Тий гүйцэтгэе. Мэдлээ гүйцэтгэе. Мэдлээ гүйцэтгэе. Тий мэдлээ гүйцэтгэе. Гүйцэтгэе. Тий мэдлээ гүйцэтгэе. Дашаа гүйцэтгэе. Гүйцэтгэе. Тийм үү. Тий мэдлээ гүйцэтгэе. Мэдлээ
TC there, or more like mining builds?
Тийм үү нэ. Барилгачин.
Тийм үү? Амар мэндүү захир барилгачин.
Big engagement over here.
A second TC's made, and will produce over there.
Барилгачин.
Over on your side.
Захир барилгачин.
Yeah, he's got just like a lot of halberdiers over there.
What military resources that halberdiers are counted with skirms? I can manage that.
Oh shit, I didn't even notice I was housed. That is my bad. Okay, camp skirmishers for your side. Let's see. Cool. How are you doing on your side? Sending the villager to build a TC back here, so I can support you too.
Activity here, I need to scout that. I'll report back, see what I find. Mostly clear, I think it was just a scout.
Yeah, Logan's pretty open right now. picking off some of Vassal's skirmishers as they walk in one by one. Building a TC forward to secure this stone.
Right, I'll cover you there.
Timo. Baldachung.
You have Logan with the TC up over here.
You'll see that.
I'm putting a little bit of forward pressure.
Oh shit, Victoria. Yeah, I think he did.
In scout.
That was all here. It was all charade.
I sent my scouts your way to try to clean up the trying to clean up the ramps.
Захир би болгоё. Бaldachung. Motchung. Bizim
You need siege over there?
Yeah. Well, I just need to take care of these rams. Should be okay.
Амарминду. Сурчин.
So I have a siege up. Oh, let's see. Do you want bombard? I have cap rams and bombards.
Give me a couple caps.
Right, cap rams coming up.
Alright, well, that attack was successfully defended, sending my forces forward.
Захир. Бaldachung.
Sharky, we do need to clean that up, though.
Yep. Okay, so I have siege, so I'll take care of that.
Bizim Baldachung. Timo. Züte. Baldachung. Амарминду. Болгоё. Baldachung. Bizim Baldachung.
Yeah, they're building another strike package up over here. I got my TC up though, so.
What's up anyway? I have cap rams, so I'll shit, got rams too.
Yeah. Try to, you don't want any of your units going out. I want you to rally here and keep your farms protected for right now.
Захар барилгачин.
Also, try to get some farms on this TC.
Захар барилгачин.
Бэлэн байна. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Тийм үү. Шаа үүсгэе. Үүсгэе. Бэлэн шаа сонс итлээ үүсгэе. Тийм бэлэн шаа дачаа.
Амар барилгачин.
Yeah, well, mass produce some pikes for you on that side. Get some skirms going too.
Барилгачин амар мэндүү.
Тийм
Барилгачин.
үү? Зүйтэй. Барилгачин амар минь барилгачин. Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
Шаа сонс
Queuing up a couple siege rams over here.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин. Амар минь дүү. Тийм ээ.
Moving up. They're moving.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send my units this way to help defend. So we're gonna defend you, and then the rams are gonna go.
Okay.
шаа сонс тийм үү. Бэлэн барилгачин. Шаа сонс итлээ үүсгэе. Тийм үү. Бэлэн барилгачин. Шаа сонс барилгачин. Бэлэн
I think going on here for some reason the Rams doing it well.
Зүйтэй.
That's pathfinding for you, man.
За.
Alright, this is gonna be cleaned up. But did you move your eco or no?
Yes, I have. I do have it. The graders queuing up and farms.
Захар тийм ээ. Бэлэн байна. За.
Good game.
GG.
Yeah, GG.
Good job, by the way. That was well played. Very nice. With the whose idea was it to take out the hoop to get the villager in the back?
Well, that was happenstance on Shoaib's part. He kind of went off script.
Nice.
He
Very nice.
we spent a significant amount of time understanding what the causalities would be, the cause and effects.
Mm-hmm.
And the script that we had agreed to was we'd all try something together, but he couldn't help his shenanigans. So
Damn.
it was an immediate death sentence upon me and Logan. But I mean, we had calculated this. We said, you take out one Vittoria, we're going to lose two. So it was all calculated. I mean,
Sure.
and that's kind of what happened.
I guess in
so.
hindsight, I should have maybe tried to went for Saman's Victoria first. I don't know. That would have helped.
I don't know. I mean, look, the whole thing is that you trying to take on Sharky and then Salman was just never going to work. You could only take one out.
Sharky
We've been
probably-
through this before.
Sharky probably wasn't a good target. You probably should have gone for someone.
Yeah, because because he didn't see me there for a while, so
Yep.
I had at least some more time to get his
But
Victoria.
you did that again. Like wasn't that the the other game you did? You did that stupid thing again.
What thing? You mean like going
You attacked the
for
wrong. You attacked the wrong guy.
Sharky instead of Saman? You mean?
I think you guys did that. Remember?
Yeah, there was one other game. Yeah.
You
He
did
was
the
Shoaib was a wild cowboy, basically.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he was. We agreed on shit, and then he went off doing his own shit. He was excited about his ability to get behind the lines, and then that was
Games up, but that area in the black, there was this huge area section that was black that was not scouted, and I didn't say anything, and nobody said anything, and it just happened. You were like right there. A nation was born. Shoaib, Shoaib, you're having a good time.
The map is small, so Not bad.
So Shuaib's trying to make a name of himself, trying to be Mr. Shenanigans, huh? Shuaib?
Well, you know, I mean, I don't want Sharky to be like, hey, I'm not gonna get harassed by Blue this game. You know, I don't want him to get comfortable.
Well, good on keeping me honest.
Yeah, the first notification was, "Oh shit, my Victoria!" And I look over, there's 5 ramps.
Good job, though.